She's back. Chloe Guidry is with me this hour. Hey, Chloe.
Hi.
Welcome back. Welcome back. What do you think of radio?
I love it. I've never done anything like the radio, so this is fun.
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad I'm having fun with you as well. So, the voice that you hear, the golden voice, is my special guest actress, Chloe Guidry. She plays the role Cleo in the new film Wayward, streaming Friday, April 4th. Wayward remains my favorite film of 2025. I've said that a few times. And I'm going to repeat myself. I might even say it one more time. Here's the storyline. An 11-year-old girl en route to Los Angeles with her mother. She becomes enamored with a charismatic female hitchhiker, and they form an unlikely bond that tests maternal ties. Tagline, sometimes getting lost is the only way out. In your own words, Chloe,
Mhm.
what is Wayward about from your perspective?
Okay. I think it's a coming of age movie, obviously, about the dynamic or the relationship between a mother and the daughter, who ultimately craves the love that we all want at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it stems from, like I said, the love, but also the mother-daughter dynamic. The when Orbison comes into play, when Jessica Sulu, like how she played that, and just finding that kind of craving that attention of love from her.
Hmm.
Cleo obviously went towards that, and she
He's
loved,
drawn to that.
of course, and I think it was lost in her mother of how she treated her, so she just kind of ran away from it. I think Cleo wanted to be the first option of her mother, and she never felt that. I mean, the whole reason they're moving again was for a new boyfriend. So I think that when she finally found a person that clicked with her, and that wanted to know her and not just control her in times like a mother would, she ran towards that.
I think it's an excellent description of the film. Thank you for doing that. You brought up a thought though. What's one of the sweet things about this film? I would I would dare to say it's kind of like a thriller.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I say that is because you don't, and I don't want to give anything away. I want you to see it. So, but the plot moves and changes, and you actually start to it confuses you because you start to like some of the characters that you're not supposed to like. And that's such a brilliant dynamic that you guys pulled out. You love somebody, your character Cleo loves somebody that she and is drawn to, someone that she probably shouldn't be, right? It's not,
Yeah, yeah.
it's torturing her mom. It's making putting her mom in a position to be scared and to be worried, and in a way it's that negative attention thing, right? It's like it's okay because it's
as, as long as she was getting it, I
it's
think
like yeah,
she
yeah.
was.
So the cast of Wayward, great actors here, each and every one. Chloe Guidry plays Cleo. Jess Weixler plays Arlene, Cleo's mother. Jessica Sula plays Orbison. I love that name, by the way, of that character. Will Britton plays Frank. I'm going to give out the credits here so we can talk about them. If you like director Jacquelyn Frohlich, she's also the writer.
Amazing.
Producer Ian Michaels. Composer Matthew Kajinksi. I know I'm Matthew. I've butchered that a couple times. I'm so sorry. Do you know how to say his last name?
I don't.
Kajinksi.
It just,
I'm sure there's something silent there that I'm pronouncing I shouldn't be. But anyway, you did a great job on the score, Matthew. Cinematographer Ben Hardwick, I think he did such an excellent job as well. And editor Ron Vinon. Casting director Emily Schreiber, excuse me, and production designer Nino Alicia. Wayward was nominated for the 2023 DeVille Film Festival, nominated for the Grand Special Prize, Jacquelyn Frohlich. And the production company is Green Step Production, and I always say this wrong, but Abra Marama. Did I say that right? Abra Ramam, Rama production company. Okay, Chloe. So you are known for really preparing for your roles. How did you prepare for Cleo? Or have we already touched on it? Was there anything specifically that you said, I got to do this? I got to learn this. I
think
got to
it was
do this.
it was majority, and I do this with a lot of my roles. I think it's really setting it, find any backstory, and even if there's not really a backstory that's there, I create it in my own world, and I really have like a world for her own that I can pull from in any scene, in any way that the movie's going. I can pull from that, and I can pull from the experiences in that.
Can you give me an example of a couple things that you came up with on your own for the backstory?
Yeah, I think it was like she had one good best friend um that she had to leave, and that really clicked, you know, and she felt that kind of love again, or like that friendship love that she didn't really have from her mom or really anybody else. I think that was one of them, that I kind of carried in that I saw with Orbison. I think it was Orbison was more of a big sister kind of relationship I saw there, and motherly, definitely motherly at times. The way she cared for her, I think, yeah, trying to find those relationships and really like finalizing those was really important when I played Cleo.
Do you remember when you got the script and when you read it for the first time?
Yes,
Remember back to that?
I do. I was with my mom, and she read it at first, and then I read it, and I was immediately hooked. I mean, Jacquelyn did an incredible job at writing this movie in every aspect. I was immediately drawn into it, and when I got the first call back, I was so excited, and it was actually in the middle of a hurricane that I did the chemistry read, I think.
Oh,
So
wow.
that was definitely an experience. But I was always drawn to this movie.
Do you remember, or does a line still come to mind, like a passage or a line that you related to that kind of like you can bring back up and that maybe pops up in your life sometimes, or something that you just really loved?
I really loved when when I was with Bertie in the movie, and she introduced me like to to praying. I really loved that. You don't really see that often in movies,
Yeah,
and
it was a good
I
scene.
really love that scene. And there's just so many at the end with my mom. When you know, I don't want to say anything, but at the end with my mom was really like I just remember that feeling. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a payoff. It's a reward for all the stress you put us through as we watch it. And I don't want to give away that scene either,
Sorry.
but it's yeah, there's a payoff coming.
Yeah.
Um, I think well, Jacqueline told me that you were the very first person she saw, I think at
Yeah.
Tate maybe, but they couldn't afford you at first. And then she saw a bunch of people and she's like, forget it. We have to get Chloe. We have to get her out here. We got to
Yeah,
we got
that's just, I mean, that's one in, I don't even know how many, but that's crazy. I'm definitely blessed it all worked out that way.
um, I love this fact. It's kind of an interesting fact about the film that I
Mhm.
just learned yesterday, but from Jess, that it was filmed during COVID-19.
Mhm.
Now, you went through that in your young years where you want to be around friends, where you want to be around people. You went through COVID, you got shut down in school and all that stuff. What was isolation like for you? Have you come to terms with it and how
Yeah,
it fits into your life?
yeah,
And
I think it definitely created a new way of just communicating in all aspects. But it was definitely the isolation. It definitely it started, I guess, like push myself to really like be okay with being alone and not being around people 24/7, or not, you know, before COVID. I think that it definitely showed me that alone time. Um, but it also showed me how to like prioritize my work and everything. Because we filmed this and we were still in isolation. Me and my mom, we were in LA, like we couldn't go anywhere. We just went to set, did our COVID test, and um came back. And I obviously would speak to my family like on the phone every night. But it was isolating, and but I think that goes with all kind of films that you do. You go through this period of isolation, but I think it helps you really prioritize your character and really put you in that mindset when you're filming.
Well, Jacqueline Frohlich, you've said so many nice things about her, but before we take another break, anything you'd like to, any memorable stories with her or
I
anything
mean,
else you'd like?
just the way she held it with so much like grace, and she made me feel so comfortable. Everyone did. Jess Weixler. I mean, like Ian, Lane, they all they it was like a family, and like I couldn't give enough credit to how much I don't know, like the warmth that I felt when I was with them, and I still see them to this day. So just that relationship from everyone, Jacqueline, I couldn't give enough thanks to be honored to play Cleo. Yeah.
I hope this film goes all the way. I hope it gets a lot of attention.
Mm.
I want everybody to see it. I keep saying it, so do it.
Yes. Yeah, please.
Yes, please. Um, Blown away by the film and the performances. Once again, Chloe Guidry, she's my special guest. We're going to take our final break, and we will be right back. And you don't want to go anywhere because you want to see. She's going to hopefully tell us what she's working on next and what's
Yeah,
next for Chloe. Big thing, big things. We'll be right back.
I hope so.